Where is this? Right, we are live. Broski's, apologies. It's my fault, but it's not my fault. Technical difficulties. My laptop was just not laptopping. And on top of that, I've got a bat-sized moth in my room. And a little trivia for you. I've got a phobia about moths. So I've been trying to get rid of it the past 5 minutes, and Has keeps telling me he can see it, but I can't see it.
I can't see it now. I saw it earlier on, so
bro. All I'm saying, if I scream, if I run, that's why. I've got the cloth on deck. I've already hit it twice. It's not dying. It feels like it's.
How have you hit it twice and it's still flying, bro? It's a moth. Come on.
This thing, he's got the tactical vest on Call of Duty.
This guy.
He's had a couple sensu beans off Dragon Ball Z, bro. Oh, man. Anyways, broskies, apologies again for the late start. But, yeah, it wasn't my intention, man. Anyway, look, we've got a packed show today. We've got some stuff to talk about, some DN8 patterns. Can that collaboration resurrect that shoe if it can be? We've got a lot to talk about with that. Obviously, we've got the complex coming back, but that should be a whole episode in itself, bro. To be honest,
we'll touch onto it at some point, but yeah,
definitely, man. Some other topics as well to touch on, but Has, bro, are you still in Toronto or are you back?
No. As you can see, I'm still I'm broadcasting from my room, so. Nice. Sun is shining. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I haven't got my usual setup here, obviously, so it's a bit more dimmer than usual, but it's a lot better than last week when I was streaming on my phone. But yeah, man, still here. I'm back on Friday. Leave here on Thursday night. So yeah, man, got one more full day before I go back.
Nice, man. At least you're enjoying it, man. You know what I mean? I think the weather's just picked up here. It's looking a bit better, but the scenes you've been showing me and obviously posting up, it looks good, bro. It does look good.
Yeah,
like the little boutiques, the shops, obviously. Both. For real, that picture of the CN Tower, was that actually taken by you? Or was that like one of your AI shops kind of?
No. Which one? Because I took loads.
I think you posted it on IG and I think you put it on the Discord, I think.
Yeah, everything's taken by me, bro.
Sick. Nice, man. With your phone then or camera or what?
With my one that I'm using now, so my Nikon Z7, Z7 II, should I say? And then, yeah, man, it's post-process on the laptop. Yeah, takes a bit of time, but yeah, man. Once you're here, I'm actually going out tonight. Once I've done the stream, I'm gonna have a quick shower, jump in the cab. There's a spot that I want to go to. There's like a bridge, and then there's like the train tracks where the trains come and go, and then you've got like the CN Tower. So I want to do like some long exposure photography with that, with a tripod. So guys and girls, whoever's in the group, I will post a picture of that as soon as it's done, so you lot can see. It won't be like shoe related, but it'll be more a picture.
Yeah, sick, man, sick. Because obviously you're the photography guy, so wouldn't expect anything less, man. But talk to me, bro. We've been wearing out there today, and latest pickups. Obviously, I'm sure there's been a few, at least one or two shoes, but I know obviously merch as well, because these boutiques, man, they've got some fire stuff.
Bro, I got to show you a couple of the merch that I got out here. Well, one of them at least, because I think it's amazing. It's really nice. But yeah, today and for the last few days, should I say, I have had on feet the Soleil Bembury New Balance 1000s, Fog Be the Cloud. Bro, I mean, those shoes, I'm so glad I picked them up. As you will know, whoever saw the stream last week, it was not a live cop, but I copped it an hour before I'd done the stream. And those are the shoes that I've worn the most since I've been here. Like from a comfort point of view, from aesthetic point of view, just everything, man. The shoes are just straight fire. And just the other day, I found out, just by chance, I never knew this. Maybe you guys in the chat might know already, but the N logo on the side of the shoe, basically that catches condensation because the material behind it is breathable material. So as your feet get hot, it condenses the inside of the logo, and then it's like it gets foggy, right? So amazing, like the thought process that has gone into the shoe to actually get the condensation in the logo to create that fog is unbelievable, man. Like hats off to Saleh Bembury for actually, you know, using his imagination and bringing us something amazing to stick on our feet, man. Just such a great shoe. I can't praise it highly enough. And you know what? It's already in my top 5 this year. It's already in my top 5. But you know me, bro. I'm always quite understated. I always have a couple of shoes in there that are sort of overlooked. But when you look at the bigger picture and what's gone into the shoe, I can't wait for the other colorway to come out, because now I know those are a must buy as well, simply based on, you know, the ones that I've got now. So yeah, those are what I've had on feet. Pickups. Are we doing pickups?
Yeah, might as well. I've got a couple. I know you've got at least a couple.
Well, obviously I've got the Salehis, and I did pick up one more pair, but obviously limited in what I can bring back, space, weight, etc. So with that in mind, I only picked up one more. And shout out to Kill Switch, who did assist me with a pair of Air Force 3 Negos, the Dusty Olive colorway. Obviously, I haven't got it to hand at the moment, but we are meeting up on Friday, so I'm really excited about that. If you want to count that as a pickup, in terms of pickups from here, what have I picked up? Some of you in the Discord might have already seen. Right, so guys and girls, we thought the Panda hype was over. It sort of is still, but this is a reiteration of the shoe itself, a reimagining of the shoe. It's from an 8-pack drop. So there are 8 versions of this shoe, different colors, different textures, different materials. Now, this particular pair, I don't know the exact name of it, but I know we don't have this one in London. It's not a UK release, and it's exclusive to the US, and I don't know whichever country as well. But having seen a few pairs here, a few different pairs, this one for me was the one that stood out. You know me, I like different things, man. And the materials on this, I mean, obviously it's got the canvasy sort of toe box, denim canvas, you want to call it. It's got like the distressed sort of colored textiles on here, which I don't know if you can see, but it's just such a unique piece. And obviously that gum sole as well, that just actually for me completes the shoe. The sock liner, you got that sort of light peach pink sort of color.
Is that velour in there?
Not, it's sort of like velour, but it's not. It's very nice to the touch, very smooth, very small, soft. But again, they've done a great job on this, I think. And even a tongue there as well. You can see it's got the Panda sign on there. The black tongue really complements it really well. I just think overall it's very well executed, and I absolutely love that swoosh, man. It's like a piece of carpet stitched on there. It's just it's beautiful, man. And I really like these. Not only did I find these, I bought them for £90 UK money. So £90 compared to what, 120 in the UK, 110 or 120. It saved me at least 20 to 30 pounds. So it was a no-brainer. So this was the other pair that I picked up, Broski. The box is really cool as well, just to let you guys know. I haven't got the box next to me, but the box is like black and white. And it's a box that you can actually, it's an interactive box. So the box turns into something else, and you put a panda in it and everything else. It's like an interactive box. It's really nice. And then you've got some stickers and stuff. They've done a good job with it. This particular pair was in a blind bag, but the ones that are being sold in store in Canada, when they're out on display, you get what's on display. So it's not like you pick something out of a blind bag, but the blind bag does come with the box, and it does say Pandemonium, which one will you get sort of thing. And it's got the picture of the shoes as well. So I'm assuming when it was online, You could do a blind pick. They'll send you the box, and then you get what you get in the blind bag. So really cool concept. Obviously, the Panda hype and the craze died down, but obviously they reimagined it with this drop. And yeah, man, I like this pair. And there's one more pair that I like. It's like a psychedelic sort of blue, pink sort of pair. But yeah, man, they've done all right with these ones.
Yeah, they're wicked. It reminds me of these, what do you call those? Say you get a 99p flake or 99 flake, and then you put the little bits on them.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. It reminds me of those a little bit. Pretty cool.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice, man. It's a cool shoe, man. I'm glad I got them. So yeah,
definitely up
and
your
just
alley, man.
so yeah, 100%. And just whilst we're talking about stuff that we've copped, whilst I was in KIF and I was being told off for recording in KIF by a Navy SEALs officer who come up to me and said, "Sir, can you please stop recording? It's not permitted."
Okay. Was it security or was it actually a Navy geezer?
No, it weren't Navy SEALs, bro. I'm just exaggerating. The way he come up, see the way they are here, right? They've got the whole vest on, you know, the bulletproof vest and whatever, and they're just like, you know, walking around like some shit's gonna kick off in the store. And you know, he come up to me and said, "You can't film me now." I said, "Okay, cool," but I already filmed like 10 minutes anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So went downstairs, saw a piece that I liked, and you know how we like jerseys, bro.
Love that.
Yes. By KIF, bro. This is as premium as you can get. I don't know if you can.
You can just see like the fibers, bro, like the mesh.
It is. Bro. I tell you what, this is. You can wear this in the winter. It is very. I want to say heavy, but it's very sort of. It's weighty. It's weighty. Looks great. Long sleeve, ready for the winter, bro. This piece I fell in love with. As soon as I saw it, I didn't even look at the price tag. Honestly, I did not look at the price tag. All I saw was the piece, and I thought,
just
I'm gonna get it. You know,
think about it later.
Even so, I got this for a great price because I think I saved about 30-40 pounds off what I would have paid in the UK. So. Actually, more than that. I think I saved about 50 pounds on what I would have paid in the UK.
Nice. Yeah, so, just got to read this. Hilarious. KIF really thinks they're top flight mesh. Security.
Yeah.
You know, it's that film Friday. Top flight security of the world, Craig. You know, I'm talking about Day. Not Day. What's his name?
No.
Is it Day?
Yeah, from what you talking about? On Friday.
Yeah, next Friday, bro. That film is hilarious. But you know, listen, I've worked in security, but I was never that guy. I was doing like mobile security. But there are some bouncers and, you know, retail security guards where they're like, they own the gaff. Do you know what I mean? Anything they're not happy with, they're trying to, bro.
What happened was I went in there, I filmed some bits outside, walking into the store, filmed me filmed walking up the stairs to the part where they got all the sneakers and the shoes and stuff, and I still filmed. And then I had a young lady who come up to me and she asked me about my camcorder, so the Osmo. She said, "Oh my god, is that the Osmo?" She said. I said, "Yeah, it's the Osmo." She said, "Are they good? Because I want to get one. I want to use one for whatever it is she's doing. I can't remember, was it YouTube or TikTok?" And we was talking for about a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I was explaining how good it was, etc., etc. And then I sort of thought, let me just finish off the last bit of filming. And it was at that point I see Mr. Navy SEALs walking up to me, and I knew what he was going to say. I knew what he was going to say, right? And I'm there, I'm just standing, and he's like, "Sir, no recording allowed." And that was it. I didn't even ask why, but you know, it's just for me. It's not a good look on them sometimes because I can't see, unless there's a major security risk, I can't see what the problem is. You know, you can see I've got my mic on, everything else. Am I going to be that obvious if I've got, you know, some other sort of, you know, motives and stuff? No, but it is what it is. Really nice store in Canada. It's a nice big store. Apart from him, the staff were lovely, but yeah.
So the woman who asked about your the Osmo, was she working there or just a random
Yeah,
person?
she works there.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
she works there. No issues at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, as soon as I stopped talking to her, he walked over. Maybe he fancied her or something. I don't know, and thought he might, come
probably.
over and say, "I'm the big boss over here," And
That's it, mate.
cool, bro.
That's
It's
it.
cool.
No, that's cool, man. Do you know what's mad though? Because well, I can hear flutters of this moth, bro. Honestly, the Osmo is so expensive over there now because of the tariffs.
Yep.
It's near enough
Yeah,
like
yeah,
$800 or something, $900.
yeah.
It's crazy.
She told me how much it costs, and I was like, actually, it's a bit cheaper in the UK.
Yeah.
But one thing about Canada, right? A lot of their stuff over there, they get hit with a lot of the tariffs like we do. So there isn't none of this stuff like, oh, we're neighbors and we're not gonna. No. They get charged tariffs like we do, bro. I've spoken to some people in various shops, size sneaker boutiques and stuff, and they're like, oh man, I've got to go drive over to the States if I want something. If I order it in, we'll get hit with this tariff and it costs this much. And I'm like, wait a minute, where's the love for Canada, man? Like, what's going on? Like,
I remember Sean Go early on. He was saying that when he obviously a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago now, he was talking about all the tariffs that they still have to go through, all the taxes and stuff, not tariffs, more taxes and import fees and everything. Even if they do buy from America. So like you said, there's certain cities where they're like a drives maybe like 30 minutes away from maybe New York or these sort of places, an hour, if that, I guess, where it's just cheaper to do that. You'd rather just make a day out of it, drive down to America, pick up what you can. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool pickups. Obviously, the experience. We've got a Kith in Manchester, Selfridges, because there's 2 Selfridges here.
There's one in London as well.
Yeah, I remember you saying that's pretty cool, man. Yeah. That's a big thing. Yeah. The one in Manchester though is small, but they've got some sick pieces, bro. Like the stuff they do with Adidas, as much as I'm not their biggest fan, they always smash it.
Bro, the jerseys are really nice with Adidas. It's sort of like a football jersey, really, really nice. But aside from that, Kith do really, really nice pieces in there. Like if you want to go in there, even if it's just to buy one piece, I know certain stuff is expensive. Yeah. But then there's stuff that you pay a little bit more money for that is going to last you, and it's going to be something that you're going to keep for a very long time. It's not like, the usual stuff that we buy and we wear for a short period or period of time, and then it's like, okay, now I need to get rid. Like this top, I know.
Sorry to cut your ass. Even with Kith stuff, even if you wear it, the resale value, you do get a lot of that back because a lot of their stuff's like collector's pieces.
100%.
People who love Kith, well, we love Kith anyway, but people who like really collect Kith, like they pay the odds. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you're right, man, 100%. Trans is asking, did you go true to size or half size up on the which shoes, bro?
Which ones? Is it the 1000s or is it the Pandemonium Dunks? Which ones? Let me know, because I went true to size on both. So if you're talking about the 1000s, I think if you're a narrow foot, definitely true to size is perfect. In fact, mine, I've got a lot of room in mine. I could have gone half a size down on mine and it'll be fine. They will break in very well. After one use, you'll start to feel that comfort. And also on the heel of those shoes, it's got really nice. How can I say? Let me just get it here for you, because I've got one pair here. It's got really nice support on the heel. So
it's that double heel, isn't it? It's pretty cool.
So you can see right there, that support there is absolutely phenomenal, bro. It's absolutely incredible the way they've designed this shoe. And then obviously you guys already know, but you've got which way is it? You've got the cork insoles as well. Sorry guys, my lighting's not great in here because I haven't got my setup, but the cork insoles are amazing. In fact, I don't know if you can see, but this has in fact caught a little bit of condensation. If I move it up and down for you, I did have it on earlier on today, so it has caught a little bit of condensation. So it almost goes frosty. That end logo, it's really, 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 really insane, man. And the details, there's all like water markings on these blue patent bits here. Really nice hits of sort of lime green, neon green mesh. And then you've got the salmon pink laces. You've got the grass sort of texture here, which is nice furry suede. And then even the outsole is really nice as well, man. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's like translucent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like
Purple.
a translucent purple with your greens, and you've got that nice shank in the middle there as well. Bro, it's supremely comfortable, man. And I'm so glad I got these. So glad I got these, man. Such a great shoe.
Nice, man. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of 1000s, but I think it's the colorway I went for, because I went for this green Cordura. And I think Cordura, even though it's great, it holds up, it's weatherproof and all this stuff, it's not the softest. It's not like the nicest material to wear because of how much you have to break them in. And it's a bit like Gore-Tex, isn't it? We know what Gore-Tex are like. Although they serve a purpose, they're great for all weathers and stuff in terms of wet weathers and all that kind of thing. But you know, their materials are stiff. So that's probably what put me off, I think, getting that green Cordura colorway. But still, man, yeah, you had to take Salehi to make that shoe to make us take notice. Do you know what I mean? It's really cool.
Bro, he's done a great job, man. He's very thoughtful in his creation process. So whatever he's thinking and he wants to implement on the shoes, I think he does it really well. Very understated, and he's even done it with Crocs as well.
Yeah,
you know. So yeah, shout out to Salehi, man. He's definitely up there with one of the best collaborators in the game at the moment, hands down. Definitely in the top 10, 100%.
Yeah, I'd even. I'm thinking top 5, but I'm thinking.
Well, top 10's obviously interpretation, right? So that could be top 5 even. You know, so.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because he hasn't really done anything with Nike, my favorite brand, or most people's favorite brand here. Let's be honest.
But that's just a bias thing, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying, though. It's personal, isn't it? Like your top 5 and 10s are personal. So yeah, but defo top 10. My pickups though, man, these shoes. You see these, bro? The Vomero 18s. I finally picked up a pair, and you can see that little shimmer, that gradient.
Yeah, I see that.
Like straight away. Let me see if I can full screen it. These have surprised me, bro.
You know when you get oil spillage and the sun, you can see the different colors.
Yeah,
that looks sick, 100%. Bro.
You got it a little bit. I want to say the back, not the back. Where it was somewhere else as well. Oh, the tongue.
Front. Yeah.
Just I don't. It's a bit harder to see on here. Yeah, that little
that shimmer
there. But yeah, basically, I was after a running pair of shoes. It was out of these and the Evo SLs, the Adidas, but. Come on, there was only one winner there, innit? Like 3 stripes.
Oh yeah, we know. Although it is said that the Evo SLs are supreme in comfort, but it was never going to be an Adidas, though, right? It was never going to be an Adidas. Let's be honest.
The thing is, I have seen a couple on sale, and I was like, "Oh, do I do it?" But I just don't like how they look, and it's not an Adidas thing because I do like how certain Adidas shoes look. Believe it or not, but it's just how they look versus how these look. And I know they're for running, it shouldn't be about that, but you still want to look good in it when you're sweating buckets and out of breath and pulling up with cramp and everything else. But yeah, I had a voucher in Selfridges and I thought, why not? Do you know what I mean? Got some uni days discount as well. The brother hooked me up, got 10% off. So I got these for like £130, something like that. Because these were 145 because of the colorway. But I thought it's a different sort of colorway, you know, unique, got some Volt hits on there, some bright Volt. And yeah, they're comfy. They're not, how can I say this? They're not the most functional because of the stability. Like, and I've only just tested them at home on the treadmill. But already I know if there's any uneven terrain, forget about it. Because the way the outsole's sort of like, it's like a horseshoe. You know, so you're sort of rocking left to right, and it's made for road running, not really for like uneven terrain kind of thing. Even indoor running, I guess, treadmill and that sort of thing, track. But yeah, these are great. I suffer with shin splints a lot.
Yeah,
I needed a proper running shoe. These are not the most expensive. These are not the most premium. You've got the Pegasus Premium, Vomero Plus, Vomero Premium coming out, which I don't like the look of, but the price, I thought, nah, let me just get these, see how they are.
Very good price point, bro. Very good.
Yeah, for real, man. For real. They're great,
also,
though. I mean,
I wanted to ask you, because for me, I mean, they look like a pair of shoes that you can just put on, like a lifestyle shoe, even if you just wanted to wear them with a pair of joggers or whatever, just to pop out somewhere or whatever, you know, if you want to quickly go and see someone.
yeah, for real.
You know, they don't look too bad in that sense as well, because they're not your atypical sort of running shoes from an aesthetic point of view.
Nah, that's what I wanted. That's why I wanted this, because you could get away with a sort of, like you said, a casual shoe. Obviously more summer with shorts and everything else. A gym shoe even. Do you know what I mean? It's not that like far out from being a workout shoe, just no heavy lifting, just more, you know, treadmill, you know, stuff like that, cardio. But if you're thinking about it, if this is in your price range and you're sort of limited to 140, 150 pound price mark point for Nike, these are great. These are great. If you can get a discount as well, I know the lighter colorways are probably going to go on discount because of the time of year. But yeah, Offspring had these. They had a couple more colorways as well. And yeah, I think I was just weren't going to wait for the Vomero premiums, because one, I don't like how they look. And I know the feeling is just going to feel too weird, like too lifted and stuff. And I think they retail for like 190, I think, something like that. Very similar to the Pegasus Premium. But yeah, another shoe. Oh, by the way, I am doing like a week in the life with these. So I'm going to properly test them out, you know, not sure how many steps I'm going to do, maybe a few 5Ks in there if I can. But yeah, I'm going to do like a week, maybe not like back-to-back days, but definitely when I'm working out, running, gym, stuff like that. So look out for that, Broskis. Also, another still, £36. I mean,
someone's been to the outlet. Someone's been to the outlet.
Bro, Offspring again, bro. They got some good sales, man.
You did say,
Yeah, I just thought, I know the colorway is mad, and to celebrate the new iPhone color, no, I'm joking. I didn't get the orange iPhone, by the way, but this, I thought, you know what? If I'm not getting the iPhone in that color, I'm getting the shoes in this color. But yeah, 36 quid, you can't go wrong. Obviously, you play football in Astros, or the Astro ground, or just take them gym, or just mash them up if you want to, you know.
Such a great utility shoe, bro, because see, with those you can style it out, and if you want to sort of wear it with a nice top, you could even have a Dutch top or whatever. In fact, I would highly recommend probably like the old school Dutch. I know you're not going to like this, but the old Adidas kit was lovely.
I had that. That actually,
having it, style it out with that, bro, and you're laughing. But like you said, if you want to wear it to the gym, if you want to wear it just, you know, everyday wear, perfect, man. £36 is just like, it's a no-brainer.
They've got some good colorways as well for like £50, and I think they retail for like 100 quid. So for them to go on sale, why not? But,
wait, is this going to segue into some news that we got today
about? No, do you know what? I was gonna wait and wait on my other tech channel and stuff, but this literally got delivered about an hour ago.
Oh, mate, amazing!
I got it in blue though. I didn't go for the orange. I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna have a case on it anyway. So I thought, yeah, just go for it. It took a bit of time coming. Obviously, the little Apple logo.
When did you pre-order your one?
Well, on the day, man. The thing is, I had to sort of wait it out because
when was the release day?
Was it 19th?
No,
was it 19th?
No, because I pre-ordered mine on the 17th.
So it must have been that day then. 17th.
Oh, right. I've had no notification of anything yet, so we'll see when my one turns up.
Which one did you get then?
So I got the orange one in 512.
Nice.
You got a 512 as well, or 1 terabyte, or?
I got the terabyte, man. I thought there weren't much in it. I thought I might as well just go for it, because my Samsung S25 Ultra is 1 terabyte as well, and I thought I can go backwards, but I just thought for content's sake, just
see, I'll back up all my stuff now. Before I used to, you know, just keep everything on the phone, but I back it all up onto my hard drive, everything that
nice.
I've got. So then I just clear everything. If I need it, I go back to it and everything else. So things like from a year or two or even half a year ago, all gets backed up. So I've got enough memory on there. So yeah, man. But congratulations. You're going to have to do a little video for us or on the tech channel. Let us know what you think. Obviously, you've migrated from Samsung over to iPhone. I've done that before as well, bro. I know the whole process can be a bit, I don't want to say life-changing, but it's sort of getting used to different ways, getting used to different little perks and stuff, you know. So you'll be okay though. I mean, it's quite you know, iPhones are really sort of easy to use most of the time, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, no, it's not my first iPhone. I had the 5S many moons ago, man. I went from the BlackBerry world, you know, BBM and everything, and then I went iPhone. And then I went to Samsung, then I went Huawei, then Samsung, and now back to iPhone. But
you're talking someone who had the 3G.
Man. Oh, the free phone, innit? The flip phone and NECs and bro.
No, the iPhone. It was the first iPhone. The first iPhone used to use 3G, didn't it? So
yeah, that's it. Yeah. I remember, man. Flipping hell. Yeah, what a time! What a time! Listen, I bought Adidas boots last week, iPhone this week. Who knows, man?
You're mellowing out, bro. You're mellowing down. I'm telling you. I just want to say to the chat, thank you. You're eventually breaking this guy down bit by bit. Just keep it going, and let's see where we are in a year's time, yeah? When Broski's talking about Bad Bunny collaborations and everything else.
I might have to get a pair of AE1s, bro. Why not? Why not? Samba's next. No, I don't know. I've tried that, man. I couldn't do it. But yeah, you know what? It was one of them things where it was for content as well. Like obviously the tech channel is sort of booming off at the minute, slowly building that up. But O2 do a thing where every 90 days you can swap your phone. So I was like, worst case, I can always use it for 90 days or until the S26 Ultra comes out. Swap over if. Yeah, some mad thing.
Why would you want to do that?
But every 90 days you're adding on a contract, so it doesn't make sense anyway. But for someone who does content, that makes so much sense, bro. Imagine you're swapping phones.
Is that a content creator special? Is it? Join us now.
No, it's just a special. It's just a thing they do, isn't it? Obviously,
EE, I've never heard of it.
are lacking, bro. You know what I mean? EE are lacking.
No. EE's doing just fine, bro. They're clever. They're watching that network and thinking, you guys, just carry on doing what you're doing.
Look, to be fair, I did try EE, but I was like, nah, it's about £10 more. I'm like, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Biggest network in the UK, bro.
Listen.
Hey, I don't work for them, by the way. I've just been with them for a long time.
When people say the biggest, it doesn't mean they're the best. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God, this is...
Listen, I get a free Greg's every week with my O2. So that's... I know what I'm on.
Let's not get into that. I hope you enjoy your Greg's anyway.
No, it'll be interesting, man. I'll probably do it all tonight, record some footage, a video, test it out as well. So if you're interested, obviously tech channel's linked below. Also, I did update my MacBook to the iOS 26 or whatever it's called, Tahoe or something. So maybe that's why it was messing about in the beginning when I was trying to jump on that. Yeah, it looks really good. Like, it looks clean. I've got the M1 MacBook, so if you've got anything newer, obviously it's going to look better probably. But yeah, look, we're here to talk about shoes, man. Patta, my beloved collaborative brand, one of my favorites, if not my favorite brand. I'm doing the unthinkable, bro. The DN8s. Let me get it up on the screen. Now, this is my gripe, yeah? My gripe is, it's not the fact that they're doing it. It's the fact that they should have done it to launch the sneaker. Like, can you imagine Patta with Nike releasing these shoes? Our tunes would have been different, bro. I promise you. Because we've got, what, 6 colorways? You've got like a sort of gold, I want to say like a goldy yellow, muted yellow kind of thing. We've got a blue, which looks nice. I don't know, man. It's like a Volt slime. I don't know, like a Nickelodeon. Very Nickelodeon. Yeah, and then you've got this sort of orange, muted orange as well. With a black and white. So I wouldn't, look, I'll say this, before me and Haas destroy this collab, if they gave this first, this collab, all these, like this whole pack, if you will, it would have been like, okay, let's see what this is about. Let's maybe give it a chance because it's Patta, because they're doing something different. Just like what the original DN did with Supreme with the 2 colorways. But nah, it's, for me, the damage is done. It's too little, too late. But this might be one of the few times where I think Patta may miss with Nike, bro. And I don't think I've seen that in my lifetime. What are you saying, Has?
Yeah, I've got sort of echo what you're saying, bro. I don't think even a launch with Patta would have sort of helped the cause, because at the core of it all is the silhouette. The silhouette is the issue, right? It's just not working. So this is very much like a reactionary kind of, it's a reactionary move from Nike rather than a proactive move. They've tried to be proactive with the shoe itself, releasing tens and tens of colorways, like every week, literally, till we're saturated with like 100 different colorways. And then obviously they're not doing too well. It's not everyone's bag. And I've got to say, see, the white ones probably look the best out of the whole lot, if you're going to ask me. The white and the black ones in terms of colors. But this is very much a reactionary thing from Nike. How we're going to solve this issue? We've made so many DN8s. We need to get these off the shelves. Right, Patta, we're begging you, please. You guys have absolutely smashed it, knocked it out of the park for the last few years. You know, obviously released the Air Max 90s a few months ago, absolutely smashing it. Do your thing on these. Let's save face and let's get the Patta branding on these shoes. Now, I love Patta as much as you do. Absolutely love the brand. But how much more are they going to sort of alter this shoe that's going to make it stand out and make it a better shoe? Apart from putting branding on it, not much. All you're doing is switching up the color, putting your branding on there, and maybe having a little few details on the laces or whatever. It's not, for me, it's not enough. So what I believe, for me personally, they're relying on clever marketing. They're relying on Patta, the fact that they're, you know, successful as collaborators. I just don't think it's enough to save the shoe, because the silhouette is still the same. You've not switched up anything on the silhouette. It's still the same. But having said that, I'll still stand by the black and white pair. For me, if I had to choose a pair, if someone said, right, you have to choose a pair, you're going to get a pair, it'll be the black or white one. And that's just being real, man. And in terms of collaborations with this particular silhouette, I think the Better Gift Shop collaboration done it better, no pun intended, than Patta, in my opinion. I mean, if you bring up the Better Gift Shop version for comparison, I just think they did it better, and they should have just left it at that.
Where are we? Do you know what it is, bro? I think with Patta, they kind of went for quantity over quality. So instead of giving us 1 or 2 really different DN8s, where could even be like a chlorophyll inspired colorway or the wave pack inspired colorway, like something that Patta are iconically known for, that would have been a madness. But instead, they're giving us these crayon looking highlighter pack.
It's mad. It's mad, bro.
Know, man.
But like here you can see the better ones. The name is on there. It is better than the Patta ones, in my opinion. Chat, feel free to get involved. Let us know what you think. But for me, the execution on these are better than the ones that Patta made. You know, the design, the materials, it just looks better, even down to the laces.
Yeah, I think this definitely is well executed, because it's on brand for what Better are known for in terms of colorways and color schemes and stuff, you know, even the holographic tongue, all those things. With Patta, like I said, bro, even the tongue on the white pair, you can see there's markings on that pattern leather there already. You can see
it's
that.
Like someone's written with a pen and then tried to rub it off.
Yeah, it's just like, out of all of them though, what I will say is I'm definitely leaning more towards the white, because it's a bit more inconspicuous. Like you can wear it and people aren't really gonna know what you're wearing until they have to double look and stuff. So yeah, I will say that the other colorways are just totally not Patta
Oh,
like, bro. I don't know how else I can explain it. Like the black just feels a bit dominatrix. Like I know there's kids watching and that. Forgive me, God forgive me, but you get what I mean. It's like a knockoff
look,
Prada cup. You
it's
get what I mean?
it's funny you should say that. It's funny you should say that it reminds you of a dominatrix. Now, I'm not going to ask you why you think it reminds you of a dominatrix. I'm not going to get into that. But a certain someone today did say that it reminded them of a 90s dominatrix in Soho. And there was a story attached to that, which we're not going to get into. This is a PG show, folks. We're not going to get into that.
I don't have any
You know who you are in the chat. We had this discussion earlier on today, and it's funny you mentioned it as well, bro.
Well, look, there's no smoke without fire. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the first thing I thought of, though. I don't know why. Obviously, I've got a clean heart, clean mind. But it's even a little tag that they have on the key. What's it?
On
It's
the
like
Carabiner. It's a Carabiner.
yeah. So you can see it. It's like a Dubray, whatever they've given us on there. It's just like, I don't know, less is more. Do you know what I mean? Just give us one or two colorways that are Patta, proper Patta shoes.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? What's this green nonsense, bro? I don't know.
It's like having it's like a Ghostbuster special, you know, the Slimer, the Slimer variant or something. I don't know, but
yeah.
Look, bro, I think we can all agree. We've had a long-held belief that these are just not it since, you know, we've had the DN8s, and I think chat and both of us agree that we're never going to change our mind on it, because this particular shoe and silhouette needs a total revamp on what it looks like, and that's never going to happen. So I think after 2005, we need to put the DN8s to bed, I think, and just call it a day. You know, bring back the 96, you know, swap the DN8s for some 96s or BWs, and we'll
even
have
98s, bro. Even
or
98,
bro, or even 96, 98, Air BW, you know, and everyone's satisfied and happy. We don't want the DN8s. I can appreciate there's people that loves the ASOS special, you know, there must be a few DN8s on there, but no, it's just not the one for me, bro.
Lou, 100% they are comfortable. They are. But you know what my biggest gripe of it all is? You brought us the DN, which had massive marketing, a couple cool collabs with Size, with Supreme. You had everyone and their auntie and their goldfishes wearing them. Like, it was a big thing for Air Max Day, if I remember. Like, it was a really cool shoe. It weren't the best. It wasn't what we really wanted, but it was something intriguing. It was something different. It was even more comfortable than these, in my opinion. But then it was like 6 months later, they're all on sale, and then you got 4 more chambers for like £40 more, £10 a chamber, bro.
Yeah,
like
£10 a chamber.
I didn't like this, bro. Like, give us more, like Patta on a DN. Do you know what I'm saying? All those cool collabs that could have happened. No, it was quickly put to bed.
Just thinking, do you reckon they'll give us a Wu-Tang special with 36 chambers?
Bro, in a couple years' time, it would not surprise me, man. Times it by 4 each year. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy,
man,
bro,
it's crazy. It's crazy. But look, I just want to answer quickly, and I think Killswitch already did, but Mr. Simpson asked, do we reckon Patta would have done a better job on just the regular DNA? 100%.
Yeah.
100%, bro. That for me, they should have just stuck with the original DN. They should have just stuck with the original DN, given us some fire collaborations. I know they did a couple of collaborations with them. There was a Supreme collaboration. But again, so a brand like Patta, I feel, would have done that particular model or silhouette justice, in my opinion. There's a lot more to do with it. It just looks in the mold of a classic sneaker rather than a sneaker with, like, you know, with wheels at the bottom. So, yeah, man.
The Healy DN8s, man. Look, I think, personally, I agree. Like, I even just said it without reading the comment, but it's like, it feels like it was gone too soon before it could do anything. Like, within 6 months, a year, we're on to this DN8. Do you know what I mean? So it is disappointing, man. And the fact that we moan that Nike don't really give us like innovation and something new that's worth talking about and this and that. When we get it, we don't get a chance with it with cool collabs and stuff like that. I know I'm a bit contradictory because we're getting it on the DN8s, but let's be honest, like, read the room, bro. If no one's buying the DN8s, they're all on sale, like literally all on sale. We don't want the collabs with this shoe. Like, save it for when we want it on a shoe that we actually like. But yeah, man, it's annoying, but at the same time, that's why Nike give us retros every year, every 4 or 5 years on models that we buy without even thinking. Do you know what I mean? No matter the price. But
so with that, do you I'm gonna ask you a question now.
Go on.
Do you reckon we'll get 20-year anniversary editions of these in 20 years' time?
Bro, can you imagine?
In a special box, 20 years.
Bro. Oh my gosh, bro. The Air Max DNA8 Retro, bro. Honestly, that would just... I probably would just stop collecting sneakers at that point, or just start with another brand. Like, imagine that, man. I'm honest. Like, I'm being honest now, yeah. I'm still waiting for the 720 and the 270 to get a retro, because I don't think we're far off.
Yeah, we're not far off. I mean, for me, more so than the 270 is a classic. Like, don't get it twisted. 270. I see a lot of people still wearing the 270s. For me personally, I'd love to see a 720 come back with a massive collaboration. Like, I don't know who that's going to be, but 720s, man. I remember 720s had some amazing collaborations, some amazing GRs, bro. The GRs.
Travis did a 270,
and Travis did a 270, 720 as well. Bro, they've had some amazing shoes, so I wouldn't be too mad at that, honestly. But I'm here still waiting for the BWs. Let's go. What's going on?
We need them BWs, man.
Mr. Simpson mentioned Roshi's, 100%, man.
Didn't we get that, bro, a couple years ago, and it just went flat?
I can't remember if we did. I don't think we did.
I swear we did, bro. I swear we did. But it wasn't in the UK, it was US, I think. They had like
we'll have to get back to it and check it out, because I don't remember anything coming out here. But Roshi's for sure. I think I had like 4 or 5 pairs when they come out. They were really hot. Bro, they were comfortable. The colorways and the collabs as well. Some of the collabs that come out with them, like, were sick. I don't care what anyone says about Roshi's. It'll have a place in history for me in a good way. And if they re-release those in a way where they're going to release a collaboration or whatever, I wouldn't be too mad. Like, definitely one of those ones that's seriously underrated.
That shoe, bro. That, if you think about it, without that shoe, there'd be no Yeezys. There'd be no
100%.
None of these dad shoe 100%. Looking. Like,
it paved the way for a lot of shoes.
Like, yeah. 100%.
It was the front runner, bro. And then a lot of things were based off that. And then it was almost like they altered the sort of silhouette to make other shoes. And bro, it was the front runner at the time. Exactly. So for me, I think next year, if they did that, it would be a good nod to them. And I mean, a lot of kids like from today who are into their shoes and stuff won't know about the Roshis as well. So
it's crazy, man. It's
crazy.
100%. But look, we're gonna move on. A shoe that we actually do want, and a lot of people are dying for the shoe to come back. The Tokyo 5s, bro. The Tokyo 5s. What a colorway, bro. What a colorway. Now, there are a couple retail stores. Obviously, you got Raffles up. I think Offspring's already got their stuff going on. A few other places. You guys know how I feel about the 5s. It's colorway dependent. Like, this is clean. This is great. Is it a shoe I'm going for? No, because I'm being very selective. But it's one I really hold up there on a pedestal to be like, this is one of the best 5s of all time. Like, hands down. Do you know what I mean? Has, silly question, but are you down for these?
You'll have to wait and see. You will have to wait and see. I'm waiting just like everyone else. There's like you, bro. I'm just being so selective at the moment. Obviously, I've spent a little bit out here as well. I'm just really trying to be really balanced with funds at the moment, because I know there's a lot of stuff coming out. We're still waiting for Travis's. I know J-Tips has obviously got his shoes coming out this Friday as well. So there's a lot of stuff coming out, but let's just say I'm in the mix, and let's see what happens. But undeniably, this is one of those shoes that was so big for the culture. It's a statement shoe. No matter which way you look at it, it's a statement shoe. If you got this on your feet, instantly, you're wearing a pair of shoes that are so iconic. One of the best fives ever in terms of history and story. And you just knew when they opened the vault up, you just knew it was a matter of time before these were in the selection line. And lo and behold, it's the turn of the Tokyos. So absolutely fire. I love yellow, bro. Yellow is, for me, one of my favorite colors. Yellow, orange, so yeah, man. If anyone's gone for this in the chat, anyone that's gonna go for them, good luck. I would really like to see, and I'm sort of digressing a little bit here, I would really love to see our guy Lorenzo G do something with these. Now I know people are going to say, yeah, but Hass, it's an iconic shoe, you don't want to change this up. Wait, Lorenzo G has done stuff with like Virgil Abloh's Air Force Ones. He's done a lot of stuff. He has, I think, he's done something on the 5 as well, I believe. He's dyed a 5 as well. So
yeah,
I just feel like this color is right down his alley. I'd love to see him do some sort of sunset sort of thing with this. I think it would look so amazing, man. So shout out to Lorenzo G, man. If you watch this, or if you ever happen to come across, yeah, man, do your thing, bro. But yeah, I love these. I love these, man. And how convenient as well. I know last week we was talking about consolation shoes. We had the yellow, I think it was the Varsity Air Max 95s just released as well. So
yeah.
The consolations have come out ahead of schedule because of the limited nature of these shoes and how scarce they're going to be. I don't think there's a lot of pairs around. I think it was like 40,000. And I do believe Killswitch is going to correct me in a minute. He'll put it down on screen. It's so limited. People are going to be disappointed, obviously. But we've got 95s. It's the year of the 95s. And if you can't get a pair of these, you can get a pair of the 95 Varsity, So, yeah, man. It's
clean colorway, man. Obviously, the last retro was, the last release was 2011. So it's kind of like a long time in the making, man. From what I'm reading, obviously, I don't know too much about these, but it commemorates the street basketball event, Jordan Tokyo 23, that was scheduled to be held in Yoyogi Park, Tokyo. So yeah, it's obviously paying homage to that, the OG, and a lot of people have been waiting for these, bro. Like, it's very similar to, to be fair, this whole year, Jordan 5s have had an amazing year when I think about it. Black Metallics. Yeah, had a pair, Awake.
The Grapes.
The Fire Reds, Grapes. Many. These, I don't think they're slowing down either, bro. Like,
and look at the numbers, bro. 4K in the US.
Crazy.
We've got just under 2K, I think Killswitch is saying, in the UK. And now, considering the US has 4K pairs and we've got, let's say, 2, that's not a bad number, to be fair, because obviously US is much larger, but for us to have that much is not bad at all. 20,000 worldwide. Yeah, if you're getting a pair of these, you're in a very sort of elite company, let's say, to speak. And definitely give yourself a pat. If you get a pair of these, give yourself a pat on the back. Super clean, super iconic, and it's going to go in a lot of people's top 5 this year. Yeah, I know that for a fact. And I know, shout out to Sneakonomics as well. He was very excited about this, particular pair. I know he holds them in high regards as well. Definitely maybe in his top 5, but if people like that are blowing smoke like that on these shoes, then you know where we're at.
Yeah. Mr. Simpson saying this is basically based off the sample. So if I get it up on StockX, they're going for like silly money, bro. Silly money. So yeah, for them to bring this out, if you're a fan of the shoe anyway, you're laughing. 2011 sample. Let's see how much
Crazy.
My gosh, your size has.
Go on, hit me.
Fancy spending 29K on a Jordan 5, bro?
Yeah. I mean, if I sell one of my kidneys, maybe. I don't think it'll be enough, but you know. Just want to say shout out to my boy Nej, Nej89 in the chat, man. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Yeah, Nej is a real one, man. Thank you very much. And he's a fellow you know who supporter as well. So
how do I block?
It's nice to have another one in the chat.
How do I block? You know what? There needs to be like a filter. Kill switch. I gotta give you the reins, bro. Any Spurs fans just get blocked.
Come on, come on, man. Come on,
I'm joking, man. Listen, North London, innit? Like we're neighbours, we hate each other, but we need each other. Like that's just how it goes, innit? So big up Nej. No football talk though, because I'm still upset about the City game. But yeah, look, great colorway. Obviously, the where is it now? Where's it gone? It's kind of them shoes where you know who, and I'm not going to say names, but you know who, and we know who. He knows who. Everyone knows who going to complain about this shoe coming out. That's all I'm saying. I'm just going to leave that there. Do with that information what you will. But look, even if you're one of them guys, we're not hearing that, bro. Like, because if you really like this shoe, you've been waiting, like, that's all that matters. And if you get your hands on them, even better.
We can have a whole another segment on what you just said, you know, again. And remember, I said my piece before, and I still stand by that, you know. Look, shout out to anyone who actually paid a pretty penny for these. Obviously, you know, people are so passionate, they'll pay whatever the cost is. So, you know, shout out to those that have spent that money. What I will say is, although it's a retro, it's not a complete one-of-one retro.
Yeah.
You know, and that is what distinguishes it from what people have paid for it before to what we're getting now. And I think that's more than fair, because if we're talking about bringing back shoes like for like, same material, same stitching, same everything, then I can appreciate that. But we are getting different variants. It's almost like a reimagined retro. That's the way I like to look at it. You know, it's always like sort of reimagined retro. Even with the Fire Reds that come out, the Fire Red 5s. You know, it's the closest that we've had to the originals, but it's still different in some way. You know, so you can always distinguish between the two. But yeah, man, that's a whole other segment, bro.
Look, I thought I'd spice it up a bit, but no, I'm with you, man. I see what people say about, you know, these sort of shoes coming out and coming back, but look, at the same time, I'm not mad when they switch it up a bit from the OG and give us something like, even with the undefeateds, yeah, the back tag, the back tab is different. Nike Air. I'm here for it. I'm here. Like I don't care too much about the OG, because I'm not even thinking about it in the sense of I know I'm not getting it. So if I get something that's new, that's different, that pays as close of homage as you can, I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna want it, you know. So yeah, no, I agree, man. But whoever's moaning about this shoe coming out, just take up another.
Leave it out. Leave it out. Come on.
Honestly, you know where we're going now, bro. Now.
Oh, is it that time? Is it that time?
Another podcast that you guys might know, and they're all right. They do numbers, you know. They're all right. They're all right. But look, now in all fairness, they are the goats, in it. Obviously, it's a thing of chemistry. It's a thing of it's got to take time to marinate. Yes, I did put up a little jab, you know, a real, if you will, just saying, look, this is not for me, and it wasn't. And I watched it. I watched it on like ×3, because the new host, what's his name? Something.
It's Vandal Savage.
Vandal Savage, yeah. Like, look, that's how much I watched, basically the first hour on like ×3 or 4. I get what they're trying to do, and for copyright reasons, I can't play it, but they had to do something. Yeah, Brendan Dunn left, obviously got the bag, went to StockX. Power move, one of the best moves in sneaker history, if you're asking me. Joe LaPuma, Matt Welty, their chemistry doesn't happen overnight. Years and years and years behind the scenes work, on camera work, you know, it takes a long time. Like me and Hass doing this, I think it's just over a year we started doing this, bro.
He's coming up to a year and a half, bro.
There you go. Yeah. So
yeah.
I think our first episode wasn't live though. It was kind of like a
upscale
pre-recorded, yeah. Kind of like a pre-recorded video. But our first couple episodes, we're still like trying to figure out each other, what we like, what we don't like, how we communicate. And remember, it's kind of it's different to communicate on a podcast in person. Yeah, obviously online, it's tricky, it's different, it takes time. But read the room, my brother. What's his name? Upscale Vandal, yeah.
Yeah, upscale. Sorry, yeah. What did I say? Savage, upscale, Vandal, Savage, or something. I don't know what I was thinking.
Nah, look, he's got cred in the game. He knows his stuff. Don't get me wrong. He knows the right people. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the room with these two in this building. But I don't know whether it's a thing of he was late on the first day, which your head's all gone because you're maybe rushing. It might not be your fault. So you're trying to make up for like being late, trying to make a good impression. The first impression, you can never make another one. So I feel like he was trying too hard. Now, Hass, I don't know if you've had a chance to watch it or listen to some of it or whatever. It was a very hard watch. Now, I didn't listen to any outside noise. I just thought, let me tune in. Let me see what it's about. Can it be as good? Can it be different? Whatever. But this brother can talk. He can talk, bro. Now, when I mean it's an hour and 41 minutes, I promise you, he's talking for at least an hour and 20 minutes of that. I'm not even lying to you. I promise you now, bro. I can put money on that. But I get what the first, like, he's kind of a fish out of water, where the other two have been there. They've made their name. They're comfortable in front of camera and this and that and this and that. But it's like he was trying too hard. He weren't letting them talk. He was cutting them off constantly. And there was a comment, it said, yeah, he was a guest on his own show. And I was like, bro, that is hilarious. Because he's a co-host, isn't he? So, yeah. Obviously, he was going on to say he's a GR king, but he's wearing the Clark Kents, which are like one of the grails or like one of the shoes that didn't even come out kind of thing or whatever. All these things. Now, I don't want to jump the gun. I want to give it time. I don't watch the podcast anyway. So it's kind of a thing of I'm watching it, not having watched it in like at least a year or so. But yeah, bro, have you had a chance to watch it and chat? Let us know if you guys have watched it or even seen anything about it.
Yeah, so pinged up on my YouTube, I think half an hour after they posted. So I watched it initially then, and then I watched it again. But Upscale Vandal, I will say, said a lot of things on that podcast that rubbed people the wrong way. I think one of those things were that he couldn't care less about sneakers. And when I first heard that, I was like, are you for real? Was just like, you know, I mean, you're on a podcast that talks about sneakers primarily, you know, talking about shoes and stuff, and you're here sort of saying, I couldn't care less about shoes or sneakers. It's like unreal. But I thought, okay, give it a chance. And then obviously the first thing that I noticed, like everyone else, is, you know, he wanted to sort of have his say all the time. He wanted to interject and just cut in and talk over people and everything else. And then I'm thinking to myself, maybe, you know, it's his first podcast with the guys. You know, he just, you know, he wants to be the best that he can be, if you know what I mean. He's almost seemed like to me that he was trying really hard to impress. But at the same time, the things that were coming out of his mouth weren't sort of equating to what we're used to. Like for me, Brendan Dunn, I've got a lot of respect for Brendan Dunn and what he's done as well for the show. You know, he was very much sort of guy who wouldn't sort of, you know, entertain any sort of confrontational situations. Like he'll just open the gate for everyone else to sort of have a discussion. But he would be like the gatekeeper sort of thing. Nice, placid attitude, you know, knows his stuff. And I felt like he complimented Joe LaPuma and Matt Welty really well. Now, you might say that's because of a culmination of the years that they worked together. and you could say maybe Vandal might, go through the same process as well. But I don't know, man. For me, it was about, who can throw their fishing line the furthest, if you know what I mean.
My dad's bigger than your dad.
Yeah, it just seemed that way to me. He kept on like the GR King thing as well. He had the Clark Kent shoes on. I've got no problem with that. I've got no problem. It's the first time he's on the show. He probably wanted to have a special. He wanted to have a special pair of shoes on his feet. That being, a pair from DJ Clark Kent, who, as we know, Joe Lupuma held in the highest regard. He was really, shaken when he passed away. So maybe that was a little touch to honor him and Joe Lupuma as well. So I took that in that way. I'm not going to expect him to come on first, episode of the show, first time he's on with a GR pair. I've got no issues with that. But for me, it was mostly like, I don't care about sneakers. It's like, come on, you could have opened it up with a different line. Like, you could have even paid homage to like Brendan Dunn. You could have, instead it was like, oh, big shoes to fill. Yeah, I'm a size 12. What size is he? It's like, okay, like there's no need for that, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I get the joke, but it's like,
you're on the show already, man. Like, there's no need for that. For that thing swinging. You know what I mean? But look, I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen, because obviously, like the producers, JLP, and everyone else will have sort of spoken about the show. They will have seen all the comments on Vandal, and they will have had a discussion about it. So the producers might even say to him, look, I need you to tone it down, rein it in a bit, just wait for other people, wait for your cue to talk and stuff, and they'll sort of guide him on what they want as well, without sort of taking away from who he is. So yeah. I'm going to give him a chance, man. I mean, he's got off to a bad start, but I'm going to give him a chance. Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, so it must be me just waffling on, bro. So
I don't know what happened there, bro.
Yeah,
no, we're back.
I was just saying, he knows his stuff. They could do a lot worse. So let's give it a chance, man.
Yeah, look, I know I'm like tongue in cheek what I'm saying. Like, the Complex podcast isn't for me anyway. Like, it's very, and I mean this with the most love. Like, I love America. I love Americans. Like, without Americans, sneaker culture is not sneaker culture. But what they talk about on the podcast, it's only if you know who they're talking about, you can only get it. And half the time, they're mentioning names and stuff. I'm just like, bro, like, we're not your mates. We're sneaker enthusiasts. Like, the way Upscale was talking, but the amount of name drops he's giving, and I get it. Obviously, Clark Kent, DJ Clark Kent, icon, yeah? Paying homage, paying respect. Without him, he's not there. I get all that. But all the rest of the names, I'm like, brother, we know you know people in the industry. We know you've been around. You've done this. You've done really cool things. Don't get me wrong, but we don't care, bro. We don't care. We just want to talk about sneakers. We want to hear about what you guys know about sneakers and what's coming up, your takes and likes and dislikes. It's just like, when a kid's getting bullied at school or something, not saying he is, obviously, but I'm just saying, the analogy I'm going to say is, oh, you don't know who my dad is, right? My dad will knock you out. Like, it's just like, okay, we know you know people, bro. Just it's not that deep. Like, just try and just relax. Like, you're trying too much. You're trying too hard.
Have some humility and be humble. Like, I've got no issues with people knowing people. Obviously, JLP, Matt Welty, they all know a lot of people as well. But A, be humble with it. And B, if you know a lot of people, use it like every week on the pod. Like, just introduce some story like every week about maybe this time that you was hanging out with some, Pharrell, let's say, for instance, and then this happened, and then the next week you mentioned someone else. Like, just drip feed it, man. You don't need to go through. It's almost like he was, giving us and everyone else his resume just for some sort of validation.
Trying to justify
You know what I mean?
position. Yeah, I know.
So, you know, you don't need to be validated, bro. It's if you people know who you are, they know who you are, but just come across as humble and a bit of humility, you know.
But Kill Switch is spot on, man. Honestly, it's like Jay from In-Betweeners.
Yeah.
He's like, oh mate, have you seen that film? He's like, oh, that no. He's like, you say to him, oh, that film's coming out next week. Oh, I've seen it, mate. I've completed it, mate. I've seen the second one already. He's like, brother, just chill out, bro. Just like, not everything's I'm bigger than. Do you know what I mean? Just chill out. But look, let's give him a chance. I know I'm bashing him. I know I'm waffling, but nothing against him. It's just this stuff takes time. A person can take time, especially jumping into such big boots. Now, I know he's saying he's size 12 and Brennan Dunn's a 7 or whatever, but let's be honest. Brennan Dunn, top 3, top 5 sneaker icons in terms of the culture, like presenting and media personality.
Been there, done it.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's got to like marinate, is what I'm trying to say, man.
Yeah,
So shout out to him, shout out to JLP, Matt as well, Matt Welty. You could tell they were uncomfortable by their body language every time like he'd speak about something they weren't interested in, or every time that he cut them off, because he did do that quite a lot. And the comments, I thought it was just me at first. I was like, am I just being a bit like is he just jarring to me, or is this podcast just jarring to me? But the comments were ripping him. And just give it time. Just give it time. I'm saying it to myself as much as everyone else, because I guarantee you when the OG free first started doing it and the full size run and everything, it weren't as good as it was towards the end or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. But they did have, bro, I don't know if you've seen it as well, their power rankings collaborative list.
Yes.
Which they did talk about on the pod as well. And yeah, I don't know what to make, man. I don't know what to make, bro. Let me try to get it up. What did you make of it, though? Was any that stood out to you, or?
I forget the top 10. I think there was a lot of people in the top 20 that shouldn't have been there, you know? I mean, I can't remember who was where, but I know there was a lot of people that were in positions that they shouldn't have been.
Let's run through it quickly. We'll spend a bit of time talking about who should not be in their positions, who should be higher, but we're not going to.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Too long. Number 25 is Clot.
Yeah,
understandable. Hasn't really done.
They cut their ties
recently.
That's fine.
Yeah. He's over at Adidas now. That's probably the reason he's so low, because at Adidas. No, I'm joking. 24, Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
Not really too much from him, I'll be honest. Like in terms of standout sneakers, maybe merch and stuff. Yeah, but that's we'll talk about that in a bit. This one,
scandal.
Couldn't believe
scandalous, bro.
23 tips of J tips, bro.
That's scandalous, man.
We'll talk. 22.
Scandalous.
End the stream, Dave. I can't believe it.
Mystique settings, bro. Mystique settings, bro.
It's a madness, bro. It's a madness. Tom Sachs.
He can go further back if he wants.
Bro, he can be like my hairline all the way back, because 21 over Patta and J tips, crazy. Oh my.
Yeah,
this is the biggest one.
I'm surprised they made it to 20, bro.
Bro, this Puma nonsense, they're trying to push the agenda of how much he's doing at Puma. Brother, I've not known a single person that has bought any of his shoes, bro. Maybe the Skeptors, I'll give Skepta that, like in the culture, they're still Pumas and they're still like outlandish Pumas, but people are still liking them.
Yeah, but at least Skepta's doing other collabs with kickers and stuff as well. So
true, very true.
He's doing other stuff as well.
So you got, maybe he's there because he bagged Rihanna and had a few kids with her. Maybe.
I don't know,
to be fair, he should be number one for that. I'm joking now. My missus hears that, bro. Anyway, number 19, Pharrell. I don't know. I'd put him higher, to be fair.
Yeah, I think just with stuff that he's done with high-end brands as well, with Louis Vuitton, like his work with Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. I know that's not really our bag here, but you've got to look at the overall picture and what he's done. And especially with Adidas at the moment, the way he's taken that sort of silhouette and what he's turned it into, Yeah, I think.
I thought about 15, you know.
Yeah, I was just going to say
about
somewhere
15.
in the middle for me, like 12, 13 maybe.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, as much as I'm not here for that jellyfish shoe, without him, would we really be talking about that shoe and interested?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So I'd put him higher, even though, again, his stuff isn't really my cup of tea. But
100%.
This one, you could argue Teddy Santis being at 18, that he should be higher, but ALD has sort of took a back seat because of the work he's doing at New Balance separately. Do you get what I mean? So you could say that's fair, you know.
Yeah, I think that position's fair, to be fair. I just saw the next one is Wells Bonner. And this one is a bit controversial because
should be higher.
I don't know. Sorry?
I think it should be higher, man. Again. What do you think?
I think maybe another 2 places higher at a push, because we haven't really seen any Wells Bonner releases for a couple of years now. So I think it's just a lot of her.
We've had the Adidas, no? I think we've had a few Adidas bits.
Yeah, but it's still like the same silhouette being released over the last 2 years, I think. So there's not been anything that dramatic that's come out and it's a new Wells Bonner sort of thing. It's just been steady, the same old stuff for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But having said that, wicked collaborator, done a lot for Adidas. And yeah, I would like to see her at least 2 places up, maybe like to 15th or around that sort of position, because she's like quite important figure when it comes to collaborations. So
yeah, I'd put her a bit higher as well. I mean, what she has done with Adidas, I know it's not our bag, so we're probably overlooking it, but they are very popular, like collabs, just with Adidas alone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, maybe 15, 14, maybe even 12, I'd say. You just can't really, just because it's not for us, you can't really gauge it, I guess, maybe. But yeah, maybe about 12, I'd say. Just based off how much I hear of her name, hear of the collabs. Scott would be perfect to talk on that because he is an Adidas guy.
Yes, good old Scotty.
Yeah, exactly. James Whitner. Now this is interesting.
This is interesting.
Amamania, obviously, for those who know. I don't know, man. This is a tricky one because I think what Mr. Simpson says, they are basing it off the last 12 months, which again, a lot of these are still controversial because even Amamania last year, we had the what was that pack? What was it called again? While you were sleeping. That was kind of not a needle mover, but it was very much like you wanted at least one in that pack. Whether it was the 95, the Air Force, the Jordan 3, it was a big moment because we was like, oh my God.
I mean, how many silhouettes did they release in that pack? Was it like 7 shoes or something?
Yeah, it must have been at least 7. I want to say 7, yeah.
So,
6 or 7. That was a big moment, man. That was a
big move. It was almost like a collaboration power move because it was like, right, we're here now. Bang, 7 different shoes. It was a massive moment. I remember when we first spoke about it on one of the pods last year, and we was like, wow, like these guys are going all out. Like, you know, you're getting the Air Force 1, you're getting the Jordan 3, you're getting the Jordan 4, you know, the whole shebang, bro. I was like, what? So it was a big shake up, bro.
For this, like you said, for the pack to have as much hype and stuff, it was getting slight comparisons. I know this is a reach, but slight comparisons to the original 10, the Virgil. Because of not the quality, but the sheer numbers and what Nike have done with another brand. Like you don't really see that often in one pack. You might see it over a span of time, but for that pack to get as many good shoes, like they weren't like chumps, they were good shoes, the 4s, the 95s, and so on. They should easily be top 10 in my opinion. Do
you reckon James can still get us a pair of the trophy rooms, or? That's another story for another day.
Maybe that's why, bro. The shenanigans. He's been pushed down a bit, you know.
Man.
Let's see what else is
Kenny Kiriaki, man. Nice to see you, bro.
Big up, bro. Big up, man.
Hey, we're getting all the Spurs supporters in the chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to end it straight away. Joking.
End the stream, Dave.
End the stream, Dave. Number 15, Supreme. Now, I can't lie. This feels about right to me. Now, I say that because recently, obviously, we had the Dunks and a lot of hype with those and the Air Forces and so on. But other than that, I mean, we've had little bits and bobs like DNs over the past few years, and it's just more the clothing, really, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think with what's happened with Supreme as well, I think there was like they were about to be bought by another group. I think, I don't know if that's happened or it's still going ahead, but they were in a bit of like la la land in terms of what was going on with them. And they took a bit of a dip with everyone else coming in, like major collaborators coming in. But at the same time, like Supreme is Supreme, man. I mean, their clothes will sell. As you saw with the SBs that they released as well, the Dunk SBs, you know, they done really well, especially the exclusive pairs that were, you know, for Europe, Asia and America. So
Really
they're always going to do well. But I think in terms of what they've sort of produced and what they've given us over the last couple of years, especially like over the last 12 months, I would say 15th is sort of fair. Could have been a little bit higher, maybe 13th, just because they are one of the biggest collaborators historically. But I think where we're basing it on the last 12 months, I think 15th is a fair cop.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. Although they are steady and they're not like the hypest brand when it comes to sneaker releases, there are some gems in there. So sporadically, I think this is about right, in my opinion.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong, they, like someone mentioned Cordella, I think, you know, whatever they drop will sell. You know, when it's got the Supreme name attached to it, it will sell. It's just we're basing this off the last 12 months, man. And you got to say, with everything that's been going on and stuff, you know, I think it's a fair cop.
What are you saying about these lot?
14. Now, with Jound, right? I appreciate the effort that goes in terms of the materials that they use. Very one-dimensional in terms of their collaborations. So you know what you're getting with Jound. You know it's going to be simple. You know it's going to be plain in some ways, but you know that the quality is going to be, you know, much, much, much better than what you'd normally get on any shoe. But having said that, do they really tickle me? Not really. So if I mean, the type of, you know, what I'm like, I like things to sort of be standoutish, you know, looking really nice and, you know, take notice sort of thing. Jound don't do that. But if we're basing it on amount of collaborations that they've had, sales, and, you know, their stuff sort of flying off the shelves in the last 12 months, then yeah, I think 14 would be a fair sort of position for them.
Yeah, you know how I feel about these lot, man. Again. It's done it again.
It's done it again.
Internet. It's done it again. Flip's sake.
So I was just saying, would you replace Jound with any one of the others that we've just gone through at the moment?
Do you know what? I kind of feel like it's about right as well. I know we've had some good shoes from them, but off the top of my head, bro, I couldn't even pinpoint one to be like, that's the one that stands out where they should be in the top 10, for example. They've had some cool ones with Asics and other brands here and there, but again, nothing to pull up trees about, nothing to write home about. It's just a simple, well, better quality GR colorway that you get every time. Like, let's be honest, I know the work they've done with New Balance is iconic at this point, the 992s and so on, but I mean, the last 12 months, I don't know. Other people may chime in and say that we're wrong, but yeah, I can't really see it, bro. 14 is definitely about right for me.
So Scandalous is saying James Whitner, definitely put him over. TS. So we had James Whitner. Who was TS? Teddy Santis. Right. Okay. So you'd have James Whitner and Teddy Santis over Jound. I mean, that's pretty fair. I mean, you know, obviously James Whitner in the last 12 months. Yeah. I wouldn't be too mad at that, actually. That's a good shout, Scandalous. It's a very good shout.
I put James Whitner definitely top 10.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. But look, shout out to Jound, man. They do what they do, and they fly off the shelves as well. You know, these Jound, that's what they base themselves off. For people to know, like, people already know what a Jound collaboration is going to look like. It's going to look like a GR. Yeah. And to be able to do that and still sell the shoes, that's a skill, man. So,
or a premium too.
Yeah, exactly. So for that alone, I'm cool with where they are.
Yeah, Sneakonomics' favorite brand, by the way. If you know, you know. But Awake New York at 13. That's interesting. Now, of course, you've had the amazing Jordan 5s. We've also had the airships last year. I think
last year was the blue and red airships we had. And then this year was obviously the 5s. So I think you can put that within... I think the time capsule is probably over 12 months because the red airships were released early, if not to mid 2024. So really, if we're going by the last 12 months, I would say we've only had the 5s really to drop from Awake.
Do you know what though? I don't want to say recency bias, but this was a moment, especially for New Yorkers and Americans, because they did do a bit here. Don't get me wrong. Really cool what they did on the basketball court and how they released the shoe over here, you know, and stuff like that. But I think Americans appreciated this drop more. Not saying we didn't, because I know you got them. A lot of people did get them and loved the shoe. Like, it's a really cool collab. But if you're talking about rankings just based off this and the airships, it might just drop down a couple pegs or two. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I think we could easily replace this with James Whitner. I would say that would be a more sort of, it would be a better swap, I would say, for sure. Because as far as the 5s have been, the Awakes, I just feel like if we're basing it off the last 12 months, then these are really the only ones that dropped that were of any significance. So, yeah, man, I don't agree with this one. And for me, that's a swap with James Whitner all day long.
Yeah. Bit too high up for my liking. Oh, this is very low, man.
Oh, now we're going to have Kill Switch on this one now. Kill Switch is going to have his moment. Come on, bro. Let's hear it.
Bro, even I know this is very low, bro, because what he's done single-handedly with New Balance, it's amazing. Like, other than the Salehis, you know, Teddy Santis of old, like back then, I think he's actually the front runner with New Balance at the minute, bro. Like, I can't think of anyone else. I know, like I said, Salehis there, don't get me wrong. But when you're thinking about collabs, not only that sell out, that look different and outstanding and outlandish, if that's your thing, but people are always talking about his collabs. Whether it is the 990 V6s or, you know, all the buckler bars and all the other colorways are like crazy, bro. And yes, they're more expensive and stuff like that, but you're still talking about them.
I know this sort of list isn't going to mean much to Action Bronson anyway when he looks at it, but obviously it is coming from Complex, so it does hold some sort of weight, if you know what I mean. But I just feel like this guy's being gaslighted, you know. It's like, you know, on one hand, they're saying how great he is and what he's done, but then you're putting him outside of the top 10. I just feel it's a massive injustice on this guy who has essentially elevated the brand, sort of like what J Tips has done with Saucony. Yes, he has sort of elevated this brand to new heights and new levels. And for me, if we're looking at it over the last 12 months, bro, where do I start, man? This guy, the first back lovers, I couldn't even get a hold of a pair. I mean, sheesh, what a pair, man. This guy, obviously, he's got another pair of shoes coming out this week as well, with the brown pair. Bro, this guy is a serious serious talent. Like when it comes to collaborations and stuff, and how he puts together shoes and the thought process and how it transfers from his mind onto the shoe is incredible. And for me, at 12 is an injustice, man. It should be in the top 10. And we'll go through the top 10, but should be in that top 10. So what we'll do, guys and girls, when we get to the top 10 and we see who is in that top 10, let us know where you think he should sit in that top 10. Who are we going to swap him for? Because this guy's a legend, man. Killsweet said it. He's a legend in the game, and he'll continue to make some great stuff for New Balance, man. His catalogue is amazing.
Yeah, and the fact that he's a big, I wouldn't say friend, but he's a big part of the Complex show. Like, he's been on there numerous times. He's buddy with everyone. So it's something's a bit weird there. Do you know what I mean? I'd definitely put him higher. Top 10 though, what we're gonna do, we'll get to the top 10. We'll see who will swap out, and then who will sort of add in, and where we'd rank our top 5, top 10 as well.
Mr. Simpson saying just for them glasses, he should be off the list. Listen, bro, I don't know too many people that can pull off them glasses, man. But honestly, who are we to say anything to Action Bronson, man?
Number 11. No, I'll be honest. I'm not the person to speak on these lot just because I don't really mess with the brand. I'll be honest. Like, other people can educate me, and whether you're a fan of what they do or not, it's up to you. But for me, I don't think I bought anything from them or wanted to. You know, they've had some outlandish colorways. That I think it was a dunk where you could shave it and stuff. I think.
Yeah, the dunks that they released. Yeah.
Yeah, all those sort of outlandish things. So yeah, what are you saying about these, bro? Number 11.
Yeah, in terms of releases and stuff, I haven't seen too many in terms of CPFM, but I know that their stuff is really outlandish. Their stuff is really out there. I'm here for it as well. Again, we're basing this off the last 12 months. So if it's just really the pair of dunks that they released, I think it was earlier this year, there was a release through sneakers, I think. If we're just going by that, then yeah, I don't know. Maybe they should be a bit further away from where they are. But in terms of the stuff that they release, like clothing and stuff as well, I think, you know, it goes for a pretty penny and it sells as well. So they are serious players in the collaborative world. But number 11, I don't know, man. But yeah, Killswitch, you're right. Super fun, man. They just bring something different to shoes. They bring that fun element. They bring that outside of the box sort of element. And just look at what they're releasing now as well, with the foam dunks, with the mismatching shoes and stuff, and the foam and everything else. I think it's just, like Killswitch said, it's just real fun. But, you know, if we're going to compare them to the likes of, in the last 12 months, Amamani Air, are we talking same levels?
I'd put them at about 20, bro. I'll be honest, because although they've had some outlandish shoes and merch and stuff, but nothing that tickles me. Do you get what I mean? And obviously, lists are all personal, and there is politics. There is politics with Complex's top 10s and whatever else is. So that's why I never take their sneaker of the year list.
Of course. This is why we're bringing you what we think from a real person's perspective, so to speak. But I will say on CPFM, like, they are one of those brands, they are one of those collaborators that when you hear that they're releasing something, you look forward to it. You're like, oh my God, what are they releasing now? Because you know it's going to be different. You know it's going to be fun. You know it's going to be exciting. You know it's not going to be boring. So when a collaborator makes me feel like that, you know, they're doing something right. But I really love CPFM. Again, we're basing it off 12 months, so maybe they should be just a little bit more above where they are or below where they are.
Yeah. Let's move on, though. We'll speed this up a little bit. It's...
Jesus Christ.
You know what my theory is? My theory is I think it was the last Sneaker of the Year awards or whatever they do, Little Yachty, he did numbers for them in terms of the moment he created on stage.
With Bimmer Williams?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
moment had people talking, all content creators, all sneakerheads talking for at least a week about what happened, who was right, who was wrong. His collab obviously gets a lot of eyes shone onto them. Complex is their platform. So I don't know if it was that factored in or the fact that Little Yachty had a go at them or whoever else to be like, bro, my sneakers are fire. What are you lot seeing that I'm not seeing, kind of thing?
I just feel like that was a big moment last year in the sneaker world. That whole thing with Bim Williams at Complex Con and everything else. I just feel like it was either clever marketing to get eyes on him, or it was just one of those moments where he probably felt embarrassed to be in that situation. And maybe now this position is as a result of that, if you know what I mean. So it's like, oh look, we upset Lil Yachty last season. We upset Lil Yachty last year. So let's put him in the top 10. Bit of an appeasal thing, you know. I thought,
he's had what, 2 Air Forces?
Yeah, he's had the white pair, that the first one he dropped, and then he had the funky one, you know, the patent one with the green, red, and the yellow.
Those were cool though. Those were really cool.
They were really cool. I tried for that pair and I couldn't get them, but enough to be in the top 10? No. Am I going to say this is as a result of what happened last year? Yes. Should it be there? No. This is an easy no for me. So we can 100% get over to the next one.
Yeah, even Cadella's he's saying Action Bronson over Yachty 100%.
Yeah, how is Action Bronson like? Yeah, it's crazy,
bro. So they're saying has firmly placed itself in.
I can't hear you, bro.
Is it right?
All right, now. Yeah.
You can hear me. So they're saying the patent leather Air Force Ones are in the conversation for being 2025 sneaker of the year.
Who's saying that?
So this is on obviously.
Oh, is it saying it on? Oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah, it's not.
This is what I mean. How can anyone watch this stuff and take it seriously, bro?
It's not. I'll give him his flowers for releasing that pair because he had to do something different, and it's definitely a pair that I wanted. So I'm not going to sit here and say the shoes were crap or whatever. I did want a pair, but to give him a top 10 spot based off one
they're saying
shoe,
sneaker of the year, bro. They're saying
I was just going to get to that
for their rankings.
Yeah, and then to say sneaker of the year is I have to take whatever they're putting here with a pinch of salt, and now this has proved it to me now.
Mental. Yeah, look, let's move on before we start. Crazy. Before we start hunting some complex workers down. Joe Freshgoods.
Definitely a top 10er. Definitely a top 10er.
Definitely. Should be higher for me.
Should be higher.
However, though,
JT should be in that top 10 as well. Don't forget.
Yeah.
You know, need we say anything more about JFG? Come on.
One of my man. Age well.
Bro, aged well for me is probably one of the best top 3 New Balances this year, man. Hands down.
Yes. For real, bro. And do you know what? Every year, it's like he does something. Like, even if it's just one sneaker a year, you're like, wow. You know, you just, For New Balance heads, it's just crazy work, man.
You know the term we say, you know, he doesn't miss. That's the regards that we hold this guy in. He doesn't miss, bro. He does what he does.
Number 9. Fair. Can't lie, fair. Maybe 7.
Well, let's see what's on the list.
Fair. Ooh.
Union. Okay.
Okay. This is interesting. And I'm not mad at this. I don't know about anyone else. Obviously, we had the ones. We've had the Cortez, I think, the year before or whatever. We've had the weird looking ones as well, and all the rest of it. Hass, talk to me.
One word I'm going to say about Union. One word. Consistency.
Okay.
Consistency.
Okay.
These guys, one of the biggest collaborators ever with Nike. Whether you like their collaborations or not, you can't deny that they are consistent in what they do. You know, obviously we've had a couple of shoes drop this year as well. I think it was what was the first pair they dropped this year?
Shido, wasn't it?
Sorry,
Jordan 1 highs. The Jordan 1 highs?
No, before that they dropped another pair as well.
Was it?
Guys and girls, remind me the name of the shoe, man, because I've got a pair at home as well. They released 3 different colorways as well. But yeah, FUBT, yeah. They did. They dropped the beauty supply.
The Field General, wasn't it?
They were really nice. The Field General, that's it, yeah. I wanted the brown pair. They sold out immediately. I managed to get the white and orange ones. Really nice, underrated pair. Super, super clean. I really like that pair. I'm not gonna lie. And then obviously we had the Jordan 1s as well. And the year before, obviously Killswitch just mentioned the Beffy Beauty Supply. Really, really nice Jordan 1s, like the woven ones.
Yeah,
so nice, man. So they do bring something different to the table. They're very consistent and a long-time collaborator with Nike as well. Having said that, I would probably put him at number 10, get Yachty out of that list completely, and you know, get one of the other ones from the other spots as well.
Yeah, I don't think they're up there, but I don't think top 10. Maybe just missing out 11, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
they've had some really good releases, but
can be
in terms of like back to back to back. Do you know what I mean? Like consistently throughout the year or last 12 months. But look, let's move on. Okay. Number 7.
My guy.
Salehi Bembry himself. What are you saying about these broskies? Hass, is 7 fair? Is it?
I don't need to say anything more. I would put this guy in the top 5 immediately.
Ooh, okay.
I would put him in the top 5, bro. Simple as that. Even if it was, bro, even if this was the only pair that he released in the last 12 months, the guy's done it well. He's done it well.
He's having a moment, still having a moment, bro, isn't he? His moment's not stopped, bro. Let's be honest.
He's turned into one of those guys where it's like, he's releasing something new. I wonder what he's releasing. I wonder what it's going to look like. I wonder what it's one of them ones where you look forward to it now. You know, Salehi's releasing something. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you know what I will say though? Even if it's not stuff with New Balance and he's doing stuff with the Crocs and his own,
even with
the Crocs, the Junipas or whatever they're called, like
Junipers,
his own, like
bro. Even those Junipers, I wore those Junipers when I was in Miami in January. I love those shoes. So comfortable. They're different. They're outlandish. They look, you know, the thought process behind it, the whole fingerprint thing going on with it as well. That's his fingerprint. The imagination that comes from this guy's mind. You can tell from the way he is and the way he dresses as well. You know, he's got one of those minds, you know, a brilliant mind. And I'm here for it, man. I would put him and Joe Freshgoods, I would put them together joint if I could, somewhere in that top 5.
That seems fair.
I know Cordella mentioned both of them in the same comment. You know what? I wouldn't be too mad if they came together and done a joint collaboration on a shoe, man. That would be so insane.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let's move on though. Number 6. Undefeated.
Don't even get a picture. Wow.
That's how much they rate them. Do you know what? I mean, for the 4s alone, you can't be mad at this. Just for the 4s alone. Now, I can't remember. Did they do anything else? I really can't remember. But if we're thinking about later on in the year, where the 95s are creeping in, that pack that they're meant to be releasing too, that's going to be a madness. So for the fours to drop, it's probably biggest, well, top 2 sneakers of the year. Let's be honest. That are those and the brick by bricks. Like, if we're having it right, for most people anyway, yeah. So for them to be in the conversation, number 6 though, it seems about right, just because of that one shoe alone. That's me. That's how much I love the shoe. That's how much weight that sneaker has in the culture and the release and stuff like that. But yeah, number 6, you could argue it's quality over quantity, but I mean, it's undefeated, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? What are you saying, Haf?
But first of all, shout out to Bobby K, another friend of mine. There you go, in the chat.
Yeah.
So welcome, Bobby K. Yeah, undefeated, man. Again, it's one of those collaborators. They command the respect because of what they did. The first collaborator with Jordan, it's almost like they're the founding forefathers of collaborations, right? Because without them, we wouldn't be talking about this list right now.
Oh, there we go. We got the picture. We got the picture in the end.
Yeah. So without them, we wouldn't be talking about this list or any of these other collaborators, or most of them anyway. So they sort of paved the way. They hold a lot of weight. So 6 for me, I think is okay. Could have been 7 or 8, and I wouldn't have been sort of mad with that as well. But obviously, like you said, what they've done with the 4s that they released and everything else, absolutely amazing. And as you know, we've got the 95 pack coming out as well soon. So yeah, not bad, not bad.
Just to echo what the chat's saying, big up to you guys for letting us know. There were the Hamaras, the Terra Hamaras. I did review a pink pair, but the undefeateds, they were just elevated. They had the speckling, those weird sort of colours, but they were cool.
That extra touch, the finishing touches were there. So
exactly. And the Spiridons as well. That was this year, or the last 12 months. That's crazy.
Yes, the Spiridons, I forgot about that. Those ones sold out immediately. Those were the only pair of Spiridons I wanted this year, and they looked absolutely fantastic. You can see how they were just elevated from just your bog standard Spiridon to something different and special. Just the color variation in that as well was amazing.
Yeah. I think Scott actually got a pair as well. Speaking about Scott.
Oh, Scott, lucky
and he
guy.
loves that shoe. He loves that shoe, man.
Lucky guy.
Let's move on though. Now we're talking. Number 5. Our brother Clint Cortez. This, out of all the list, this feels right to me. Putting him in the top 5. I couldn't see it any other way, man. I mean, for the stuff he's doing across the pond, whether it is New York, France, wherever, and the stuff he's doing in the UK as well, he's elevated the UK scene in terms of pop-ups, all these events, the coordinates and this and that. It's like a whole time where, like a moment in time where everyone's, whether you're old, young, whatever, you're after them shoes, bro. 95s, Huaraches, like honestly, they may not be for everyone, the releases he's done over the past 12 months, but they're very popular, bro. The Huaraches alone, to bring them back the way he did as well, not just the fact that he did, but the colorways and the whole moment, like it's like time just stood still, bro. Like just getting that shoe, the first, the gully grays and then the other colorways and stuff, but even the honey blacks, I know people got them. I've got like 3 pairs, but now is the time to enjoy that shoe. Mark my words. Winter, autumn, or fall, whatever you want to call it. Now's the time that shoe is finally going to get the respect and the use that it deserves. Number 5, Cortez. For me, this feels right. I don't know about everyone else,
100%. And the way I describe this guy is Pied Piper, because this guy had everyone following him, his every move. And I've got to say, you've got to respect the hustle with this guy, because he's worked very hard to get to where he is. To be in the top 5 means that you're in very sort of elite, company
yeah.
with so many other great people, the collaborators and stuff. But this guy works so hard, and he continues to work hard as well. You see it in his social media posts, what he's doing in New York at the moment as well. This guy's shutting down places. He's shutting down subway stations. He's shutting down, buildings and everything else. To do that in the States, and you're from the UK, I mean, that's
Unheard of, bro.
This
Unheard
is,
of, if you think about it.
to a T, this is perfect placement for him. He could have been fourth, and I wouldn't have minded that as well. But fifth, I think, is perfect.
You know what, Mr. Simpson? I'm not going to argue with that, bro. It's not the fact that it's just sneakers that he's bringing out. It's the way he does it. Like, whether it is merch, though, let's not forget, like, the Boy Better Know link up he did,
Yeah.
merch,
Yeah.
his own stuff, and it's the way he does it, bro. Who in their right mind even thinks about doing a sort of a pop-up Nike sneaker box as a little
In
shop?
London.
London Tower Bridge.
A shoebox with his, I think it was a Clint 419 as his size as well, overlooking London Bridge. Not to mention over in New York, right? Hiring a school bus to pick people up. And bro, I could go on and on. Like, even down to the drones that he done. Let's not forget that the drone show that he put on in London as well. There's just so much that we can say about Clint and Cortez. But I just want to say quickly, not only, we're respecting his hustle and stuff, but it's also what he brings to the game as well. This guy is so connected with so many other people, so many other artists, to mention a couple of names like Sloan, Skepta. All these people are part of his universe, and he brings that to the table as well as everything else. So, yeah, man, respect to this guy. He's a promotion machine, absolute machine.
Yeah, guerrilla marketing, man. He's just like, honestly, I'm not just saying it because he's like one of us, but I can't think of anyone better at marketing than him, bro. Travis Scott, even Nigel, he's close, but when it comes to things like this, I think
he's in his own league. He's in his own league, because if you look at it, right, and I'll break it down. If you look at people like Nigel, Travis, obviously we love those collaborators. We love them as people and stuff. They have a lot of the stuff done for them by Nike and whatever corporations they have. It all gets done. Clint is very much a guy who gets the job done himself. He's got his own little team, probably, that he does all the socials. He's out there on the hustle all the time. It doesn't seem like a massive sort of Nike marketing ad, but it very much seems like he puts his own personal touch on everything. So, yeah, man, just a special guy, an amazing young man that is on the top of his game at the moment. And even better, it's seeing someone from the UK doing this, is absolutely amazing. And us lot over in the UK, we love that. We love when someone from our little island can have such a big influence.
That's it. I can't say anything else, man. Let's move on before we make this all about Cortez, because sometimes it just has to be said. Number 4. This feels right as well. I'm not even gonna lie. Ronnie Feig, aka Kif, aka
the man.
Well,
the man.
Yeah. He's doing it all right now with Adidas, with Asics, with God knows who else, with himself, bro. Do you know what I mean? Kif on Kif. Do you know what I mean? Clarks, whoever else, smashing it, man. Is it a brand that I'm like first to line up for, first to try and go for? No, but it's because of how hard it is to get their stuff. Like, when it really matters, bro. Obviously, you spoke about your jersey and the experience and the excitement, but yeah, I'll let you take this one, bro. Because
can I just say, and I'm not going to go on long. I'm just going to say something. This guy turns the ordinary into extraordinary, and that's the biggest compliment I can give to Ronnie Feig. Absolute beast, and he's probably one of the most reliable collaborators that anyone can ever ask for. Yeah. Listen, man, Vandal's not here now. Yeah, this ain't the Vandal show. We keep things real. We keep things real on this show. Yeah, we say what's on our minds. But I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me that Kith, Ronnie Fieg, absolute goat. He's goated. He's in his own lane, and like I said, he makes the ordinary extraordinary, and we're here for it, man. We love his stuff. We love his stuff. And for you, bro, someone that doesn't really like Adidas that much is an understatement. But when this guy does something, you raise an eyebrow. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Can't even lie, man. Even the stuff they did with those elevated soles and the premium Sambas and stuff. I know the price is premium, but if it's any of the Sambas you're going to get, it's going to be a special Samba, not just run-of-the-mill original colorway or whatever. But yeah, man, he's done some amazing stuff over the past few years. I know it's just the past 12 months we're basing it on, but the stuff with Star Wars, Coca-Cola, BMW, like
everything, bro. Batman,
who collabs
you
with
name
BMW, bro? Exactly. Like who even thinks about collaborating with these brands and
that's
companies?
it. But it's all about thinking outside the box, bro. It's thinking outside the box and being different, setting yourself aside from the rest. That's what it's all about, and that's what he does. He has his own unique take on things, which is amazing, and that's what we want. You know, it's a far cry from Jones. Put it that way.
That's putting it lightly, bro. For real though, man.
Yeah, there you go.
It's about right, man. Number 4. Let's see what else we got though before we pass any. Not for me. Not for me.
Can we clip that bit? Can we clip that bit? You have to clip that. That was just too much,
bro. Look, I don't want to be that guy, man. I get it. He's like Adidas's leading collaborator, if you want to take it that way, but just not for me, bro. Like, I get it. I do. I really do. For everyone that loves Bad Bunny, the collabs and everything, I really do. But again, just not for me.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to say that.
I'm going to agree with you. I mean, again, look, we have to look at it. Complex world, 12 months, and what he's done. If we're looking at it from a complex eye, then okay, 3. I still think is too high up, but I can see how they're looking at it. For me, it's definitely a no, not top 3. Do I respect what he's done? Yes. Do I like some of the stuff that he's done? Again, yes, I do. But in terms of having that real power in the collaborative world, no.
It's for someone, but it's not for us.
I would put Union higher than Bad Bunny. I would.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not mad at that.
In terms of collaborators, you know, but yeah, look, I'm not too mad at Bad Bunny. You know, he has done some good stuff. Just not number 3 for me. And I don't even know why they've put him that high up, to be honest. But
top 10 for you?
I would say maybe 11 at a push.
Ooh. I'm just thinking of the rest that I've missed out, bro.
Look, if Lil Yachty's at number 10, this guy is definitely better than Lil Yachty. Let's be honest. Yeah. In terms of star power as well, 100%.
No, there's no doubt in it. Like, he's probably biggest artist in the world. Like, I think he's the most streamed artist or something. Like,
yeah, exactly.
But that doesn't equate to.
No, of course.
Look, for real. I don't want to be too harsh, yeah, but people love his collabs. I will say that, yeah. It's just, if you're really rocking with Adidas and Bad Bunny, he's number 1 to you. But for people like us, and obviously some people in the chat too, but we're just not that focused. Like, we just see a Bad Bunny collab, we're like, oh, that's cool. That's just not for us, kind of thing.
But I'd rather put Salehi Bembury there. I really would.
Yeah.
Based off Salehi Bembury or Action Bronson, I really would, just based off the last 12 months. But
look, we got to think. Yeah, this is all opinion based. But when people are putting ASAP Rocky higher than Patta and J Tips, you can't
Well,
take
yeah,
any of this
exactly,
seriously.
exactly,
Like, so that's
exactly.
all I'm gonna say. Anyway, look, number two. Ooh, right. This is interesting. Number two, our brother, our favorite collaborator right now. I think we can agree. Number two. So that means let's go to number one though, just to compare. Yeah, we know who it's gonna be. We just know. Scott of Travis. We knew. We know. Let's put them two back to back for a second. Let's pit them against each other. And I know we've spoken about this literally, I think 2 weeks in a row now, where we think, and rightly so, we think Nigel, especially over the past 12 months where this is based off, he should be ahead of Travis. Just because of what he's doing, how he's doing it, what he's bringing us, the new spin on classic shoes, his own thing. Travis Scott has got a lot of skin in the game. He's consistently, year after year, giving us hype, giving us shoes that sell out, that resell for an arm and a leg, and giving us lately, anyway, a couple silhouettes that are his own and that are shoes that are away from what we know and love. Whether that's a good thing or not, obviously opinion-based, wasn't for me. But again, I can appreciate him. What Nigel, for me, has done better than Travis is putting his name and his brand and his face to the collaborations, to the storytelling, and giving us reasons why they are the way they are, the shoes. That's why I just think Nigel edges it, because you can see all the legwork, and it's not just a side hustle that it looks like for Travis. He's doing 101 things, obviously. Millions and millions of pounds out there for WWE, for concerts, performing, albums, and everything else. It just feels like Nigel, this is his sole focus, and you can tell by the drops, the colorways, the creative freedom, and everything else, man. So that's why I would swap the two. Do you get what I mean? But Haas, I've rambled, I've waffled. What are you saying?
I have to agree with you, bro. Everyone knows my stance on Travis. Don't get me wrong. I said it last week as well. When there's a Travis drop, everyone's on it. We all put in for it. Everyone wants a Travis, right? But if we're going by, bringing something new to the table, bringing a story to the table, bringing hype, bringing that buzz, Nigel's that man, especially over the last 12 months. What he's done, the drops that he's done, numerous drops over the last 12 months. With Travis, yes, we've had the Cactus Jacks, we've had, the Jordan 1 Low, Travis Scott's. But again, is it something that's going to get me really pumped and excited to see what, I'm going to be given? Not really. I mean, take the brick by bricks, for example. What a concept, to have that thought process and imagination transfer to the shoes with the brick by bricks and what he's done with those. Essentially a red pair of shoes. Not red to the truest essence of it, but everyone loves those shoes. From the moment I opened the box, that was it. It was like love at first sight. Wow, what have we got here? And then the story attached to it as well. He segmented all his stories into all his drops. It's all segments, bro. And it all details his life, which is amazing. Not many people do that. And if you look at Travis, there's no way that Travis has given us the same, sort of lead up to his shoes or anything. It's just been, the reverse swoosh. Yes, we all know it's a Travis, but there's no real meat attached to the bone, if you know what I mean. There's not much more around it than the name, For me, I think I'm going to say it's injustice that he's not number one. But then the following, man, you got to look at the following. I mean, Travis just has it, hasn't he? He's got that following. And I don't want to say sheep because I don't want to use that term, but it is very much a case of as soon as you hear Travis, I want it. Oh, it's Travis. I don't care what it looks like. I want it. It's Travis.
Exactly.
It's Travis. So that name now bears a lot of weight. It holds a lot of weight, which I think is very unfair because when players like Nigel come to the fore, not only is he, I'm not saying Travis isn't, but not only he comes across as a really nice guy, he's a very hardworking guy. his sole purpose at the moment is to do amazing collaborations, fashion, this, that, and the other, you name it. And what he's done is he's given us silhouettes and elevated those silhouettes to the maximum that he can. So I think he fully deserves #1, bro.
Yeah, I think
that was a long-winded way for me to say he deserves it, but I just wanted to explain.
No. Look, that's what we're here to do, man. I think we're all in agreement that what Travis has done over the past many years now, at this point, from changing up the Jordan 1 low to making brown and pink cool and earthy tones like as popular as they are on shoes, and giving us spin-off shoes that are like grails at this point, from Mocha Jordan 1s to the Cave Stones now. I know they're sitting, but people really like that shoe, and it's all because of Travis, you know. But then you kind of feel like if it is just based off the last 12 months, I don't think anyone's done what Nigel has done with how he's done it with the shoes that he's done it with. Like the RMs, both colorways had a meaning, had a story, and without that collab, would people even be batting an eyelid at the GRs that they bought us? Do you know what I mean? Because it was that cool.
Very nice.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was cool because it was like, oh my God, this is actually a biking shoe, like a BMXing shoe and stuff. And it was like, bloody hell, these are comfortable. And they're like a Jordan 4 that you can actually get. Because at that time, Jordan 4s were a myth, let's be honest. But it was more functional, it was more comfortable. And the colorways were great. Like even the GRs, like you could tell there was some thought process put into them, like the Black Cats and other shoes. Of course, you've had the Brick by Bricks sneaker of the year for a lot of people. The Jordan 1 lows, top 10 for a lot of people. Love that shoe. You got, I think Killswitch mentions the Fire Reds that look like they're coming out next year.
Oh, yeah, it looked amazing.
That was one of my shoes I was looking forward to the most. If you guys go back to the Tripled Up pod, when me and Prozet first jumped on, I think the first or second episode, I spoke about that shoe being one of the shoes I wanted to see the most. Unfortunately, it's next year, it looks like. But yeah, if it's anything to go by with the Brick by Bricks, that shoe's going to do crazy numbers as well. But Nigel's having a moment, probably should be top spot. But I just feel like Travis, it's not like he's hard done by. I just think the name outweighs the hard work of what Nigel's doing. Like what you were saying, it's kind of like the name brand versus the Audi. Not in that way, like there's not a massive difference, but the Audi is just as good and it's probably better than the name brand, but the name brand just calls to you more. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get why they've done it, but next year, definitely next year, if Nigel keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be clear. He's definitely going to be clear. If he's not clear already,
100%.
You know what I mean? But look, we're coming up to just over 2 hours, which is mental. But
wow,
we had to bring you some heat. Obviously, starting late, the moth attacking me in my own house, like crazy stuff. Honestly, bro. Honestly, the moth should be top 10. The way it had me on the ropes. Let's quickly go through though before we start rounding off, bro. Who would you take out, and who would you put in? Just roughly. Obviously, we're not going to spend too much time.
Just got up the list. I know.
So let's start from the top. Yeah, sorry, bro. Top 2 cemented. Yeah, we'll keep top 2 as is.
No, I would swap them around. That's my personal.
We'll swap that around. That's fine.
Personally, I'll swap them around.
Chat, let us know as well. Obviously, chime in. Let us know because we might need your help. So Travis is swapping.
Yeah, we're swapping that, and then just remind me what the other ones were because I might switch up Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny 3, Ronnie Fike 4.
Can you swap Ronnie Fike with Bad Bunny?
Oh, okay. So we're going Ronnie Fike number 3, Bad Bunny. Where are we putting him?
Go up the list. Go up.
I wish they did like a shortened version. You got Salehi, Union, Joe Freshly.
Bad Bunny. Oh, we've got to take Lil Yachty out of there, man. Okay, so I would Action Bronson.
All right.
I would move him down to 8, I would say.
Nice. Okay. Who's 8 at a minute? So you've got Union. So what are you doing with Union?
And then Union's going to get swapped with Hold on, go back up.
They
All
should
right,
have
we're
really
gonna.
done a list in it, like listed.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
my
definitely. I'll definitely look. I'll definitely J Tips will be in the top 10.
So J Tips was
He was way up, man. He was
23,
23.
bro.
Yeah,
Madness, man. Madness.
yeah, he's
That's
got to be in the top
disrespectful,
10.
bro. I can't even lie. Like, that is disrespectful.
That is disrespectful. But yeah, I'll definitely have him in the top 10 somewhere, and that will probably be my list at the moment.
Where
Patta
would you put
as
Patta?
well. Patta as
That's what
well.
I
Yeah.
mean. That's what I mean. Patta's a mad one.
Take Union out and put Patta there. I would say
Because you got the chlorophylls, and also
the Air
don't
Max
forget,
90s
bro.
as well. The waves.
No. The most important thing, the DN8s, bro. Nah, I'm joking.
Oh, come off it, man. We
Haas was
spoke about
about to
DN8s at
exit.
the beginning, man. Come
He
on.
was about to block me, bro. Now the 90s alone, it deserves and the chlorophylls, both of them.
Chlorophylls and 90s, man. Yeah, 100%.
For real. So I put them top 10.
But yeah, I'll
Anyone
definitely
else?
put them in the top 10 as well. But
Yeah,
there are some duds in there, though, man. Proper duds.
Don't know what's going on my page. Let me refresh. Yeah, I think Patta definitely needs to be there. J Tips needs to be there. It's unresponsive. Why did I update this, man?
Well,
Honestly.
anyway, we're saying Patta and J Tips in the top 10. We're taking out Union, taking out Lil Yachty, and maybe one more as well. So, yeah, man, some strong people in that top 10, I would say. And some people that shouldn't be in there for sure. But there's some well-deserving ones as well, like Cortez as well. Nigel, for me, has to be number one for this year alone. And Travis is Travis, so he'll always be in that top 2 sort of spot, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. You could swap out. For me, I'd swap out Bad Bunny for Patta. J Tips needs to sit at least around number 8, I think. At least. I'm trying to think who else on here. Ooh. James Whitner could be 10. I'd swap him out for Yachty.
10 or 11.
Yeah. Not Jones. Awake, not that much for me. Action Bronson's got to be in there, maybe. If I'd put Action Bronson 10, I'll put J Tips 9. I'll put Patta 8. Then I would I'm trying to think who I'd swap around here now. Probably Salehi keep where he is. But Union, I don't know, man. Do I take them out? I can't.
Yeah, Union, you can put Union in like 11 or 12, I'd reckon. Swap him with Action Bronson.
Yeah, I'd go for that. Obviously, Ronnie Feig, I'd keep him there.
Keep him there, man. Keep him there for sure.
Yeah.
It's just Bad Bunny would swap out. So, yeah, I think overall, I think that's a solid rearrangement, so to speak.
Yeah. And what I might do, I might play about with Canva and make our own top 10.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
And then we'll put it out as a post. Put it as a poll as well. Like, you guys give us your input, just so it's visually there, not just us waffling and trying to rearrange it.
And you guys can get involved as always as well. You know, let us know what you think and what your top 10 is and everything else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's just read some of the comments before we do jump off. Everyone out. Well, 1 second. Scandalous. Everyone outside of Complex agrees Nigel was number 1. 100%. Mr. Simpson. Nigel's right there with him. Trance. Big up Trance. Who would have been at top 5? Been at the top 5 years ago. Amazing how collabs can crash and burn. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. Crazy. Power to do whatever you want should go to Ronnie, because he literally works with everyone and drops heat. Yeah, you can't. That's what I mean. Number 4 sits about right for me. I mean, you could put him higher, but from a personal point, I just haven't got any Kith stuff like sneakers, so I can't really, put him any higher than a Nigel, for example. J Tips must have been pissed. I must have pissed in someone's cornflakes. Oh, bro, at Complex now for sure, man. Yeah, 100%. ASAP Rocky's off that list, bro. He needs to just yeah, I'm not even gonna say nothing, man. But look, we're gonna start wrapping up because I still don't know where this moth is. I've got to find it. I've got to record some content on the iPhone and stuff. Yeah, big up to everyone. 31 of you still in the chat. Smash a like on this video, and big love to everyone that stuck around waiting for us to actually jump on. It was my fault, but it weren't my fault yet again. Has, shout out your stuff, bro, as always, whilst we wrap up, man.
Guys and girls, I'm back in the country on Friday morning, obviously. So look, man, I'm still just dropping content on IG, so just give us a follow on there as usual. If you haven't, I'm sure you all follow me anyway, and Discord as well. I love chatting to all of you, and yeah, man, yeah, tune in next Tuesday as normal. We'll all be in the UK together. Yeah. And I think there's also an event coming up in November, so I may be going to that event. I don't know, depends what happens, but let us know if any of you are going there as well. Just want to say I have noticed an absentee today.
Who's that?
Shay.
Shay, yeah, Shay.
So look, I'm going to say shout out to Shay if you're watching this afterwards, mate. I hope you're well. I know you're in here every week, but I hope you're well, bro. And yeah, I'll catch you all next week again. Yeah, no Shay, man. No Shay, no party. That makes no sense. But we love Shay. We love everyone that tunes in all the time, man. You're always showing up for us. Just make a little prayer for me that I do find this moth before the moth finds me, because man, I've had some nightmares as a kid with moths flying in my ear, like you need to watch out with moths as well, because they can put holes in certain clothing.
Oh yeah. My Broski jersey, bro. Okay, I gotta get stuff out of here, man. Got my Cortez jacket there as well. I need to make room.
Yeah, nah, you wanna
gotta get the Hoover out. I've got the Hoover there, but it kept flying away. But anyway, I'll update you guys in the Discord about the moth situation. Just pray for me, broski. Just pray for me. Yeah, same time next week. We'll do Tuesday. Hass is back in the bits, in the ends, in the UK. So that would be just better timing and stuff like that. And then just follow us on IG. Obviously, information is down below for the Discord, Hass's Instagram, the tech channel as well. And there is more content coming soon. I've got some bits and bobs I'm doing for Life of a Broski. Again, day in the life with these, or week in the life. And I've done some brand work with Kanzuri, so some more hype boosting sneakers may be appearing on your timeline very soon. So yeah, anyways, broskis, gonna love you and leave you off. Thanks for staying this long. Smash a like on your way out. And yeah, man, till the next episode. Peace.